Hello everyone and welcome to this art tutorial. It's live and interactive, so please type in the chat. We're going to draw iconic characters of the Star Wars movies. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications so you can see when I'm doing my next tutorial. Now we're going to do these amazing Star Wars monsters. Nexu, Reek and Varactyl. They're all wonderful, scary, and we're going to draw them together. So hold your pen, hold on tight, and let's do this. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you is a little trick. And for those of you who are beginners, I'm going to quickly draw you some silly shapes of letters. Okay, so here's a U, and then I'm going to say an upside down U. And the reason is that when you're a beginner and it's quite intimidating, you know the alphabet shapes. So if I said to you, draw two circles or two O's with another O here and an O there, and a U here and a U there, upside down, you've drawn a face. Okay, so here's another U, and we'll do a bigger U, and then let's do an M on top and another M slightly off. So here we have our face. So I'm going to actually start right away on a monster, and the trick here is to build your confidence, and if you follow my instructions, all these drawings are done specifically designed for you to feel confident, enthusiastic, and start on that path of drawing. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is a upside down U like this, and then an upside down U like this, and then we're going to put a line underneath. Okay, and then we're going to do another shape very similar next to it. And those are the eyes of the Nexu. And we're going to do a very stretched out U like that. Okay, so I'm going to give you plenty of time. I'm not going to rush you, and let's see how you do. Okay, now we're going to do, you remember I said we were going to have sort of a W or an M like this, and that's a long stretched out W and M. Now we're going to do that here. So we're going to do a W, and we're going to make them a little bit messy. So they don't have to be perfect, and then little W's. And these are the fangs. Now this creature in the Star Wars movie was the one that attacked Padme, and she was in that white uniform where her sleeve was ripped and you saw her belly. And then it was in fact Reek that attacked with Anakin riding it, Nexus, and destroyed this wonderful looking creature. So now we've got the four eyes and the vicious mouth, and now you remember I was talking about the M like this now, or the W like this. Now we're going to do this shape, and we're going to do lots of M's and W's, if that makes sense. I hope you're able to follow this. So we're going to do that all the way around. And now you're creating fur. Brilliant. So can you see, just by following me and not worrying too much, you're building up your confidence. Okay, so now we've got a really horrible, scary creature. And now we're going to do a big stretched out U at the top. here. Right, so if you want to do some colouring in, if you're just using a black pen, then leave a little white mark on the eyes, and that will give the impression of light reflecting on the eyes and make it look more scary. Okay, so this wonderful Nexus has a very vicious spiky mane. So here we go again with the M's. Okay, very spiky. And if we've got time, we can put some more color and layers into this drawing. But for now, I'm building up your confidence. So we're going to carry on, and we're going to go more jaggedy. And that's the back of this monster. And I want you to come on the underneath the chin here, and we're going to do the arm of this amazing character. So apparently the artist who designed this, I hope this is true, he wrote in a journal saying that when he designed this, he realized that he didn't like cats very much. And he created this monster from his lack of love for cats. It really works. So now we're going to do a U stretched like this under the chin, up to the chin. Okay. And we're now going to do the shoulder. So an upside down U like this, and an upside down, sorry, a U stretched out like that. And then we're going to bring the elbow there, and another stretched U like that. So in a way, that what's great about doing these art lessons using Star Wars characters that you love, you're learning a little bit about anatomy. So this actually looks like a man's arm, and I'm sure the artist wanted it to look like that. So we join that, and now again this sort of claw-like, bird-like, but also cat-like foot. Okay, so we've got a couple of those. And if you're like me and you like colouring in, you can colour in the claws, the nails, black. So we have about half an hour, and we'll be drawing lots in that half hour. You'll be amazed what you can achieve. And if you're interested in drawing more Star Wars characters, we have lots of videos on our Quick to Draw YouTube channel. All you have to do is subscribe and then click on the notification button, and that will tell you when I'm doing my next live art tutorial. And please, if you want me to draw anything, challenge Andy. These art tutorials are live, so you can type in a message. I can see one here. Oh, someone's written, great show, thank you. And if you want a particular monster drawn, we're going to do the tail now. Just type it in, and I will draw it for you. Someone's requested Jango Fett. I will definitely draw him for you. It's a wonderful character. I'm just going to finish off here with a little bit of color and some tiger marks. I'm going to keep it very, very simple for you so that you don't get too intimidated at this early stage. So this is the color, and we're just going to pop it all in there, and we'll do some stripes, and then we're pretty much done on this one. So the first drawing is very simple, and it's to build up your confidence. And you should feel confident because you've done a bit of anatomy as well. If you have any art questions, you can always write to us. It's all about Star Wars, beautiful designs, many artists designing these characters. It's actually quite nice hearing about the actual artist from his journals, about how he designed this. My son has lots of Star Wars books, and one of them is an amazing book about, it's got a bit of an orange tail, about how all the designers for the spacecraft were retired Boeing engineers. Also, if you're a big fan of Star Wars, you have to check out Wikipedia, which is on the fandom website. It is incredible information, and you learn about all the characters. Yeah, I'm going to put the stripes in now. You can do this any way you want. Cat-like stripes. But they go into amazing detail of how the Nexu is, how it hunts, how it climbs trees, how it has this two-pronged tail so it can climb trees efficiently and hunt, that it's quite fragile. That's how the Reek managed to crush it. So it has speed, but if it can't get away, then you've got a dead Nexu. And also why Padme was able to fight it off, even though she came out with a ripped uniform. Okay, so I think we're coming close to the end. So this is quite fun. It's got lots of stripes. It's starting to really look like the monster that the artist designed. They even go into the details of the planet that this was from. Just trying to remember the name. Utapo, I think it was called. Right, and I think we need a little bit of deep red to go in the mouth and the teeth. So I'm just going to show the teeth in a bit lighter color, maybe white, and then we're done. And we'll move on to our next animal. And I think with the next one we'll maybe do a bit of something called cross-hatching, which most people wouldn't know unless I said, if you see cartoons being drawn in the newspapers, they use lots of black lines to create shadow. So there we have one of our Star Wars monsters, and we're going to do another one now using a bit of cross-hatching. One of the things that I'm doing is using an iPad Pro, and the app is called Procreate. It's an incredible app. I do draw on paper and with watercolors, but this allows me to draw really efficiently for you, to help you learn how to get started. Remember, the first drawing is the hardest, and after that you will really start getting into it. So we're now going to do Reek, and he's my favorite. He's very much like a rhino. So we're just going to do his horns first, and he's got 3 horns. So here we go. We're going to go up like this, and then come back down like the V, like a stretched upside down V. All right, and then we're going to put, do you remember I said if we do an O for the eye? There we go. And then we're going to put a line across it like that. And then another line going like that. Now he's looking cross, and that's what we're after. Okay, I want you to do another O here, and another one just a little bit to the right. And we're going to put a ring in his nose. So the artist must have thought, I need to create a powerful monster in this battle scene where it can charge and it's absolutely terrifying. So let's do the other eye here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to do a couple of upside down U's like this, because this monster has lots of lumps and bumps to make him look more scary. Alright, so now I'm going to do another U here, very stretched, and then we're going to go up and then down like that, and this is the mouth. And then a line like that. So you can see now that he's got this incredible growling mouth. So let's put his bottom lip underneath like that. It's pretty simple. Okay, so now I'm just going to shrink this down a bit. This is what I mean about this app being really helpful. Okay, so now we're going to do this sort of an open M going backwards, and this creature has been designed with a hump. And then more of these upside down U's everywhere. And you can do them as rough as you like. We want him to look horrible. Some more here. And maybe some more lumps and bumps here. He's looking quite horrendous. Another U under there. And then let's do another U above the nostrils. Okay, so it looks a little bit crazy, but let's put under the chin, we're going to do a V like this. And he really is turning into quite a scary creature. I'm going to ask you to, we're going to draw his teeth in. So that. Do a little line like that. And now we're going to do a C backwards, just like that on the side. Okay, and connect this line there. Right, we are going to do a horn shaped like that. And another one this side, exactly opposite from the other horn. This really is looking quite horrid now. We're going to do some smaller C's. Okay. And now, because it's hunched back, I'm just going to go down on an angle like that. And then a little curve like that. And keep going. And these are now the claws of his feet. So they look like sails, 2 boats sailing. And now we're going to do the knee and come back up a little bit, not too much, just like that. I want you to do this shape to here and repeat it, going up, back down, up, back down. And now we've got a little bit of a belly, but this is the big muscle. So from halfway up the horn, we're going to do another upside down U like that. And a little line like that, and some lines coming down. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. I'm now going to do another line coming down there, and a line going into the horn like that. Now you're learning a bit of perspective, because this animal's got enormous feet, but it's coming towards you, so we're going to make it even bigger now. And those are its horrible feet. We're going to follow this line of the belly around like this, up to the chin. And we're going to put one more leg. Every picture has a story, so we're going to do a line down to that claw or toenail. And we're going to do 2 more of those claws. And then like that. So when I mean a story, I mean that it has 4 legs. So we've got 3, now we need a 4th leg. And then we know that this animal, this monster, is able to stand up, not fall over. So we're going to stick another leg here, and that gives it the story that it's standing up. I'm just going to do a little detail here. I want you to colour in a bit of black under here. And we're doing some shadow. So this time I'm doing a little bit of cross hatching, and we want to put this last horn in there. So now we've positioned this beautiful creature. You can see it now. We've positioned it where the sunlight coming down on top of it. So now I'm going to teach you a little bit about cross hatching. So cross hatching is this. You do some lines like that, and then if you want it darker, you go across. And if you want it even darker, you go across like that. And it is a traditional old etching style that they used to use in the old 100 years ago newspapers, 200 years ago. So what's quite good about it though is it looks fantastic when you have a go. So we know the light's coming down, so we want no light on the belly. So all I ask you to do is draw some straight lines like this under the belly. And then we want to go a bit darker. And there we go. And we're going to do some on this side as well. And it could be at any angle you like. I'm going to do just a little bit here, not too much, because we want that belly longer. Darker, I mean. And we'll have a bit of shadow on the horn. Can you see how powerful it is now? And let's have a little bit here and a bit of the belly. And you can follow the shape of the belly too. I'm going to do one more cross hatching. Now this leg is quite dark underneath. And that's pretty much it. We don't have to do much more. So now you've got your beautiful black and white drawing. Not everyone likes to do color. And you have become an expert at cross hatching. So let's start on another wonderful creature. And this one is, I have trouble pronouncing it, I can't pronounce it. It's the one that Obi rode on Utapo, and it's a varicatile, and it's beautiful. So I'm just going to draw that one for you, and we're going to have a go doing some drawings of this awesome animal. Oh, I just remembered, I'm supposed to do the challenge, so I'm going to do that now. We are going to draw our wonderful Jango Fett. So here we go. So I'm just going to do his helmet, and it's a pretty simple upside down U. Okay. And we're going to do a line slightly on an angle like this. And we're going to do it again. And then slightly further away like that. So now I'm teaching you a little bit about perspective. Okay, now we're going to do another line like this. And we've got the front of Jango Fett's helmet. Of course, he lost that when Obi... No, it wasn't Obi. It was another Jedi who chopped his head off during the famous battle. Okay, so now we're going to do another sort of stretched out O. Coloring in. And you'll recognize his helmet right away when I do this. I'm going to do a straight down V, quite long. Okay. And we'll color that in. It's a wonderful design. So he's a bounty hunter, and he's just got the coolest weapons. Okay, so I'm going to now do a very stretched U and a line going straight down like that. And then we're going to go up a little bit, like a V on its side, and then connect. And let's color that in again. So some of my classes, I've taught how to do reflection. So let's see if you're game on for doing reflection on metal, which I think you are capable of doing. Don't forget to write in if you have any requests. Okay. So now we're going to draw a line down here. So I just did a little bit of detail on the side of his helmet, and then we're going to come straight down like that. And then straight up that side. So I'm just going to do a little bit of black here as well. So that's pretty much it. I think he has a cape. Let's just put some shoulders on there. But it's pretty scary. He's pretty intimidating. Let's have some fun with some coloring in. I hope you're all joining in. I'm going to make it very dark at first because it's a silver, and then I'm going to show you. Mace, thank you. Is it villas and apartments? It must be a company watching this. We are definitely very thankful that you've given me the Jedi who chopped off his head. Oh, I think he chopped off his hand as well. But if I'm correct, when he was charged by Reek, his jetpack was damaged. Oh, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for helping me out, Sarah. Okay, so I'm now going to do a little bit of color the light is coming from here, and we're just going to add some little details now. So we want it much lighter on this side. So we'll just do that. And you'll notice that I'm not doing the coloring in too much. So the little detail here, and we've got a little bit of light here. So when you're doing reflections, of course everything around is uneven, so you won't have a sort of mechanical type reflection. It'll be uneven, and that's great. And that's, here we go, I'll show you, there we go. I did a little bit of I'll make that a little bit darker. So it's all sort of uneven, darker in places, lighter in places. I'm going to add some white in a minute to really show the reflection. And that's all you really need to do. Little shapes all over the place. As much as you like, or not much at all. And now I'm just going to add a bit of white to that. Okay, so we're going to go much lighter now. Bit streak of white, maybe some here. Now we're really doing it. And if I really want to be clever, I can change the background to, let's make it this color. And we're going to put a white, I'm just showing off now because I've got the ability to do that here. There we go. We've got some reflection coming off his shiny outfit. Okay, so that wasn't too challenging, I hope. And we're on to our next drawing, which will be another monster. And that's, oh no, I have to say it again, the Varactyl. Varactyl. And oh dear, I was doing the research on this one. I went, oh, I have to draw this beautiful creature, and I couldn't pronounce it to save my life. So let's have a look at this beautiful creature. You're welcome, Sarah. I wish you could help me, Sarah, in pronouncing this incredible creature. Varactyl. That's it. Okay, right. We will do this one quickly. This you'll recognize right away. Now I'm going a lot faster. We've got a spiky nose. And the eyes. The reason why I'm going faster is because you're supposed to feel much more confident now, and that's great. And you can just look up and watch and copy, and you'll get the hang of it. So that's the face, and then this beautiful, loyal, stunning monster has these incredible feathers. So we'll just draw those. And it's a fantastic green color, which is what makes this creature so beautiful. And then we've got a long neck, and let's put this arm out here. Now its legs are very much almost like suckers, not claw-like. And again, very sort of like arms. And we'll do another C like that, and then the arm comes up, and there's the muscly arm. And let's do those hands again. They look quite strange, but this animal is very strange indeed. Okay. And now we're going to put that little saddle that Obi jumped on. And let's put a, you know how it has to have leather so he can ride it properly. There we go. Now, let's do the body. I hope I'm not going too fast, but I think you're all either watching, coloring in, or feeling super confident. So we're doing that jaggedy jaggedy effect, and then down like that. We'll do another upside down U, and let's put that last leg, very muscly last leg. So I can feel the energy coming off of all of you now that you're feeling more confident. I'm going to do that beautiful green color in a minute. I'm just going to, you remember how I talked about a story, so we just got one more leg there. And let's put shadow underneath so we know that it's standing with the sun somewhere. Here's the tail, and there's the tail. Okay. I'll throw on some color quickly, and then that will be your Star Wars art tutorial. Coming to an end. I think what we'll do is I'll show you a little bit of this gorgeous, shiny, shimmery quality on this animal. Ah, brilliant, thank you. So I have to say that Wookieepedia is absolutely fantastic. If you've got kids who are into Star Wars and have access to the internet and don't have these amazing books that my son has, it's fantastic because you can look up your favorite creature and it has all the information, what planet it comes from, how tall it is, how much does it weigh. It's just heavenly that there's all this imagination, creativity, and it encourages children to learn and read about the things that they love, and they can flick through all the characters and just learn to love learning that way, this is why we do Star Wars as an art lesson rather than a bowl of fruit, which is how I was taught, and it wasn't much fun. Art is your world. You make it what you want it to be. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of coloring in. Again, I always emphasize there are no rules. You can make this animal pink, yellow, purple, it's up to you. So I remember, thank you Sarah for telling me, Mace. So the actor wanted a pink or purple lightsaber. So any color, anything you want, there are no rules. Right, I'm just going to put a bit more color into the spikes here. Don't know how well you can see that. Bit more on here. I'm just going to do a lighter blue. And then we're coming to the end, I'm afraid. Please send us your artwork. We're always keen to see your work. Send it to our YouTube channel, Quick to Draw. You can design your own monsters. And of course we've got Princess Leia and all those other characters. I still haven't done Princess Leia yet, so she's probably be in our next art tutorial. Samuel Jackson, thank you. I'm trying to draw and talk, and sometimes my brain doesn't let me remember who the actor actually was. Thank you. He is a wonderful actor. Okay, so I think our character's nearly done. I'm going to put the final colors in, and then we're good. So this is gold. You're all learning how to do gold now. I'll just do one last color for gold. There we go, and then the saddle. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this art tutorial. Next week we're going to do some of the iconic characters. A couple of weeks back we did Darth Vader and Jabba the Hutt. Next week we're going to do Princess Leia in her gold bikini. So a bit of anatomy and of course some portraiture as well with the Obi and Anakin and everyone's favorite Han Solo. So may the Force be with you. It's been a pleasure drawing with you, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.